Hi boys and girls, this is Wednesday's writing lesson. Monday we should have started writing our imaginative narrative using animals as characters. So Monday my story started with Tabby the cat and Tweety the bird. I brainstormed a setting which was at a park near a pond during the day. And the problem of my story was Tabby the cat sees Tweety the bird at the park in a tree by the pond. He wants to be friends and chat with Tweety, but the bird is afraid the cat might eat him. So the solution to that problem was Tabby finds a stick nearby, puts it into the pond for Tweety to float on, and then can chat with him. Tweety knows he will be safe because cats don't like water, so then they can then become friends. So this was our brainstorming of our character, setting, problem, and solution. Now it's time for us to write our beginning, which introduces the characters and the setting of the story. Write the middle, which is where the problem comes up in the story, and the ending of the story. So this is our rough draft portion, or our sloppy copy. So I've already written mine out to save some time. And what I did was, in my story, I went ahead and underlined those adjectives that we want to use in our story to make it more meaningful and more interesting for the reader. So I'm going to read this out to you. Again, there are some mistakes in it because we're going to be editing and revising that later and correcting those for our final copy on Friday. Once there was a cat named Tabby. He was playing in a beautiful park near a big blue pond. On a tall tree, he saw a large black bird named Tweety. The bird was singing a pretty song. I forgot to underline the word pretty here, so I'm going to do that. Now that's just showing your adjectives that you can add into your story. Tabby was a friendly cat, so he looked up at Tweety and said, "Would you like to become friends so we can chat?" Tweety told him, "No, because you are a cat and you might eat me." Tweety was afraid of Tabby. So we are starting to see in this story quotation marks, and we did talk about that in class, but it's been a while. So students, remember that when someone is talking in your story, we use talking marks or quotation marks around the parts that they are saying. So if you would like to add some talking parts in your story, you can do that too. Just remember to put those quotation marks at the beginning of where they start talking and at the end of where they stop talking. And then again, the next character's talking too, okay? The end of the story of my rough draft. Tabby thought he could find a way to get Tweety to trust him. He found a large stick and put it into the pond. Tweety flew down and sat on the stick. He knew he was safe because cats don't like water, and so they became friends. Tweety knew he was safe, and the two friends chatted and decided to be friends forever. So one more time, the beginning is where we're introducing the characters in the setting, using those adjectives that we like to use to make it interesting. The middle is where we introduce the problem of the story, and this is where the bird was afraid that the cat would eat him. And the ending of the story is where the solution to that problem happens. Good luck writing your story. The next lesson will be about editing, revising, and writing our final copy. Bye for now.